up, everybody? Welcome back to Twisted Life of TV. I am Poetry. You are here for PNTV. It's Poetry's News and Twisted Views. This is my second time starting this video because I realized I pulled out of my driveway. Y'all can see my address. Y'all don't need that type of information on the internet. Okay, so first of all, thank you all who showed up to the live. We had like 15 people said they were going to come. We got 11 people in there that stayed in there the entire time. And we went into detail as much as possible about the transcripts and pertaining to Trump's legal issues. And we talked about a few other cases. So I'm not going to talk about that at all, including his Fox News interview. I'm not going to talk about that at all during this PNTV. If you want to find out that information, go watch the live stream from last night. It is posted. For some reason, the live chat is not showing yet. So I guess YouTube is still processing it. But the live chat should be up hopefully soon. So that way you can read what was going on in the chat as well. All right. So we're going to start off this morning with another indictment, child. Andrew Tate, also known as Emery Andrew Tate. He dropped Emery for the sake of, social media presence. When I was researching him, it says that he's an American and UK social media influencer. He lives in Romania. He lives in Romania. So I guess because his presence was so known in these particular areas, why they call him American in UK. He's not an American citizen, and he's not a United Kingdom citizen. He's from Romania. His home is in Romania. When I first heard of him, it had to do with him being banned on YouTube. He's posting misleading information. He was posting videos with gross content. And I remember in 2016, he was in the news for being kicked off of the UK's Big Brother show for assaulting a woman on the show. The girl on the show has said that he choked her so long that she passed out. So these are the two places that I knew of Andrew Tate. Okay, I knew he had since been banned from Facebook. He had been banned from IG. He had been banned from Twitter, but ever since Muskie came in, and maybe it had been sooner, but I know since Muskie came in, he has his Twitter account back. Okay, so the case surrounding him for which he was indicted had to do with SA. I said last night in the stream that I wasn't going to say it out loud no more, but I'm going to say it. Sexual assault and human trafficking. Him, his brother, and two other associates are both being held for these charges. Now, they were arrested back in December on these particular charges in Romania from their home. Where he live at? Where his actual home at? I don't know. I wrote it down, but I can't. I'm trying not to read and drive at the same time. Child, he was arrested back in Romania back in December. Then he was placed on house arrest in March of this year. He's worth what, $365 million right now. He was also a professional kickboxer. I think he became a kickboxer off of YouTube. You know how they be doing. The YouTube has been challenging these professional sports players and stuff like that. I believe that's how he became a professional kickboxer. I could be wrong on that. If y'all know, put it down in the comment section. And he's only 36 years old and worth over $300-something million. Okay, a lot of it came from his social media fame, being misogynist towards women. He was self-proclaimed misogynist. He thought that women of rape need to take responsibility for the rape happening to them, things of that nature. He said things like this. He was what is he, Middle Eastern? Where's Romania? He's Romanian He's Romanian Kevin Samuels, in my opinion. Just based off of those few things. Oh, I gotta stop. What the fuck is a school bus out here? School is out for the summer. And he ain't picking up no damn body. He just stopped in the middle of the street, put his stop sign out. The fuck was that about? Okay, anywho, child. So, allegedly, there were 7 women that was involved in this trafficking ring. How can I put it? I'm gonna say HT. I done said it now, shit. It's in the video now. He was in this trafficking ring. He organized a trafficking ring. He's being charged with rape, organizing the trafficking ring, human trafficking, and organizing a crime family that deals with sex trafficking. Because his sex trafficking not only happened in Romania, it also happened in the UK and the US as well. There were 7 women that he quote unquote recruited to be mail order brides. That's the way I'm gonna define it. Basically, they was being recruited to go find love and marriage. But what happened was they took these women, put them in Romania, held them against their will, forced them into debt, forced them into porn, and they was uploading these videos on social media according to the court records. Okay, so this is what he's being charged for. He said he ain't worried about it, child. He ain't worried about it at all. He believed in his court system, and he know that he gonna be found innocent. But like I said, there's 7 different women. I don't know how these women were discovered or uncovered, how they came forward. I didn't go into a deep dive, y'all. Did not go into a deep dive. I got a lot written down on somebody that I didn't go into a deep dive for. Okay. I know he's married. He has children. It makes me highly concerned for these children. If this man is willing to put someone into sexual slavery, what does that say about your character? It's just shocking to me that people still doing this type of shit. I don't know why it's shocking, because slavery just ended not long ago for us as black people. So I don't know why it's still shocking. It shouldn't be shocking. They be trying to make it seem like slavery ended so long ago. No, it just, ended not long ago for black people. And there was still, deep oppression, the Jim Crow era, all that stuff still going on just 50, 60 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's not shocking to me at all. Because, in other countries, people didn't have like this sort of uprising or this sort of progression that we've had here in the United States. We ain't overcome completely, but we have progressed. A lot of countries have not done that, because a lot of countries don't even see it as being wrong. I don't really know the statute of this crime in Romania, but like I say, they did get indicted. Now, what's going to happen in the next 60 days, the Romanian judge, the courts, they have to go through all the case documents, all the files. And they have 60 days. Bitch, you better stop. You're patting your fucking weave. They have 60 days to go through all the court papers and everything. I don't know what's supposed to happen after that 60 days, because they don't even expect the trial to start for a few years. A few years, child. So I don't know what the 60 days rule is supposed to be, and why the judges only got 60 days. It ain't the lawyers, it's the judge that got 60 days. I'm not familiar with Romanian court system. I don't know how similar it is to United States court systems. So I can't explain in detail right now what exactly is going to happen, other than they got 60 days to go through all the files that the police or the detectives or the investigators have uncovered to present to the judge for evidence. But he has been indicted for sure. So yeah, that's all I got on Andrew Tate. I'm gonna try to keep my eye on the case and see where it goes. He is, like I said, within the next 60 days, all we know is that the courts are supposed to, be tapping into it. I don't know if he's also going to be prosecuted in the United States and in the UK as well. because all the rings happened in all 3 of these countries. But for certain, where he was arrested originally in Romania, he has definitely been indicted. Okay. Next, we got Submersible, y'all. We have lost an entire submarine. Well, not a foot long, but a 6-inch. We got the Titan, which was a mini sub. It was holding 5 passengers, and they were going on a Titanic expedition. So there was 5 people aboard. There was a British adventurer. I don't know who this adventurer is. I was like, is it Bert Grillis? That's the only British adventurer I know is Bert Grillis. But they said a British adventurer, 2 members of a Pakistani family. There's like a high-profile business family. It was 2 members of that family that was also on this cruise or this voyage. A Titanic expert, and then the CEO of OceanGate, which is the name of the company that has this submarine. OceanGate owns like 3 different subs that make these Titanic voyages, but this one is called the Titan. Okay, so they went out. They finna go down to the wreckage where the Titanic supposedly, sank at. Within an hour and 45 minutes of them heading out, taking a deep dive, they lost signal with their main ship. Now, a normal submarine has full communications, everything. They don't have to have contact back with anybody with a base. They don't have to, even though they try to keep them on radar to keep track of them. But a mini sub such as this, what they call a submersible, doesn't have that type of communications on board. So they have a mini communications room, so to speak. And so they have to keep in contact with their mothership. And like I said, within an hour and 45 minutes, the mothership had lost contact with them. I personally think this is planned. And I watch too many movies, you know what I'm saying? They going out, they trying to give everybody this Titanic experience. They want you to really feel how it was when the ship went down. That's what I'm thinking. And then something major probably had went wrong, or this whole rescue thing is probably part of the expedition. And that's my thoughts and views, okay, on how I think about it. So, prior to them even taking their first voyage in 2021, there was a man named David Lockbridge who had presented evidence that the ship was not prepared to start making these type of trips. That taking these type of dives was going to be catastrophic to people's lives. Okay. He was fired by OceanGate for breach of contract and sued by OceanGate. He filed a counterclaim saying that he was wrongfully terminated. They settled out of court. There's an undisclosed amount for what they settled for. It doesn't say who got paid, if OceanGate got paid, or if David got paid. But there's evidence that says they already knew that these voyages shouldn't be happening. The way that the vessel was supposed to have been constructed, there's no way that it was going to be safe for people. Even with their first voyage, they had problems with the doggone thing sinking. They had problems with electrical devices. They had problems with the batteries. They had so many problems, they even had to cancel some of these voyages. But you don't know they're going to keep these voyages going as much as possible because they charging these people $250,000 each to take this trip. $250,000, child. Now on Tuesday, they got the Royal Navy out here searching the sea floor. They said they searching the area that's probably about 2.5 times the size of Connecticut, going 2.5 miles deep under the sea, searching for them. They picked up some knocking sounds on Tuesday through the acoustic devices, tracking devices, and then they picked up some knocking sounds again on Wednesday. They're hoping that this is the submersible. The problem is sound waves don't travel in a straight line. So it's hard for them to detect where those sounds are coming from. The sounds could be coming from the mothership itself. The sound could be coming from something else. You know what I'm saying? The one of the positive things that they're saying though on Wednesday is sounded like the sounds were coming every 30 minutes. So it was like not random sounds. It was something that was consistent, as if somebody was intentionally or purposely making these sounds. The U.S. have stepped in, the UK has stepped in. A lot of different navals or rescue teams have stepped in to try to help them find this submersible. It's still nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found at this particular time. And they running out of air, and they running out of food. On Tuesday, they said they only had like 47 hours worth of air left. Hell, this Thursday now, ain't it? Shit, how much air they got left now? They're not sipping. Go to sleep. I heard you breathe. You do breathe less when you go to sleep. They done are sipping air and shit. You know what I'm saying? Rationing out food. But I still say this was planned. They decided not to address these issues, these sinking issues and shit like that, because they wanted to be part of the experience. Matter of fact, I believe in one of the articles that I read, one of the people that worked for Ocean Gate had said during the case against Lockridge that it gives them a more authentic experience. Who wants to pay to be sunk? I got $250,000 to throw away just to pay to get out here and be sunk in some damn cold ass water. And that's one of the other problems that they have in child, is that the water cold as fuck, and the little submersible can barely take temperatures or stand temperatures that are over freezing. So if the damn oxygen don't run out on their ass fast, or the food don't run out on their ass fast when they start eating each other and shit, drinking their own piss and shit, if that stuff don't happen, then the damn cold temperatures, the hypothermia set in, and probably take them out first, if they not rescued. I'm just saying, people do some dumb shit. People do some dumb shit, y'all. I was supposed to be talking about Russell Simmons, his case. I didn't write anything down. I forgot all about it, child. I forgot I was supposed to be talking about Russell. But basically, he made a post on Father's Day. I swear social media is not going to let you rest, honey. Social media not going to let you rest. He made a post on Father's Day, and one of his daughters came in like, let me give you the real tea about who my daddy is. Baby, there was this ongoing rant, just ongoing. She crying and snotting all in the camera and everything, just ripping Russell to shreds. Russell responded with loving photos of him and his daughters together, and to try to say, we ain't got such a bad relationship. Here we are right here. You with me here. I did this for you here. That's basically what I picked up from those photos and everything. Come on, and then the daughter came back, snapping back again, back and forth. And then Kamora finally came in and said, let's shut this shit down, okay? Time out for it. Hey, cut it out. We not finna do this. That's not what we finna do. Now, he still has some sexual allegation charges that he's stabbed against him too. And I think he leave the country to try to avoid dealing with the law in the U.S. of A. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, but I thought that's what happened. Like I say, I meant to really dive into his doggone case, but I didn't dive into it as much as I needed to. So, yeah, child. Social media will turn you a new asshole. Remember the Zion Williamson? He came out, I think I mentioned this briefly. He came out, posted a video of his new girlfriend, talking about how much he was in love with her, and she was pregnant with a baby on the way. He's an NBA player, played for the Pelicans. And then the girl that he has supposedly been with for years came out like, oh, no, you didn't. I've been the main bitch. Now, both of these is ex-porn stars. Not ex-strippers, ex-porn stars. And he has a fetish for porn people. And she was like, I did this, that, and the third. You promised me this. You promised me that. All of this on social media too, girl. All on Twitter. Baby, it's been, 2 weeks, 2 months now? This girl had been on a constant tirade. They tried to expose Williamson for everything he promised her. I was like, she might have got it. Because, she got it in writing saying what he was going to promise her. She was going to sue him and this, that, and the third. And she's like butthurt. And then she said she probably have a baby on the way too. She talked about how she let him raw dog her and nut up all in her. And this the way you going to treat me because of this. I was like, this bitch is crazy. Okay. I personally thought she was trying to get a deal. You remember when Zola came out and posted her story about her and the white girl that went down to Miami and, end up in this sex trafficking or prostitution ring they didn't want to be in? Yeah, remember Zola that? And Zola got a movie out of that. That was good. The movie was good too, child. The movie was good too. It makes me think this is what Mariah, that's her name, Mariah is doing. At the end of it, she might be somewhere else still posting stuff, but this is on Twitter. At the end of it, she started talking about she was going to expose sex tapes of him. So she's going to do porn revenge, I guess that's what they call it these days. She was going to expose sex tapes of him. She was tagging him, tagging the NBA and all kind of stuff. And Twitter finally shut her account down, child. Now, she probably got some burner accounts out there. Ain't no telling. But, I mean, she was going on at least 50 to 100 messages a day for the last 2 months, child. Woo, it had got so bad that people who wasn't even following her started blocking her just so they wouldn't see her damn name. Kevin on Stage was one of them. I was cracking up at his ass. I wasn't getting it in my feed as much as I did with a lot of reality shit on Twitter and stuff like that. So I get what I look for. So I wasn't really following them as much. Child, that shit's crazy as hell. Social media will not let you motherfucking sleep. Don't do shit wrong. It's gonna be a day when all my damn pants gonna come back to bite me in the ass. I already feel it. Oh, child, I ain't finna tell y'all about it in advance. You know how people like to get out in front of it and report it on themselves. Y'all may never find out. Ain't no telling. Oh, shoot. And I said something in the live the other day, and I was like, when I left my job, I took stuff with me. I didn't take no documents. Let's get that clear. Let's get that clear. I didn't take no documents. I took some pens and shit. Took my nameplate. The mouse pad. I did take that too. I'm just saying, but I didn't take no damn documents, baby. Okay. Monique Samuels. She's age 39. Her husband, Chris Samuels, age 45. Monique was on The Real Housewives of Potomac and then later Love and Marriage DC. Have finally filed for a divorce. Apparently, Monique filed back in April, on April 14th, a complaint for an absolute divorce. And an absolute divorce basically means everything is settled. How are we going to split the money? How are we going to split the property? How are we going to split the kids? If there's going to be alimony, if there's going to be spousal support, child support, anything like that. All of that is done in an absolute divorce. There's going to be nothing else that's going to come after this. We get granted this absolute divorce. It's final. Ain't going to be no going back to court trying to see if he owns 5 properties. Ain't going to be no going back to court for this. None of that. The absolute divorce. We one and done, okay? She filed for it on April 14th. Now, in the state of Maryland, you have 60 days. The person that's being a petition has 60 days to respond to the request for divorce. It makes me believe either she was not able to serve Chris for whatever reason, or he did not respond, because she went back in on June 14th and amended her absolute divorce claim. I don't know if she amended it for the time, or amended it to make changes for the things that she was demanding. They have an actual court hearing on June 20th. They have not, or Wednesday. Is that June 20th? Wait a minute. Not June 20th. Wednesday, they have a doggone hearing to come up. The divorce has not final yet. Even though people like, it's already been finalized. It's not been finalized yet. Okay, so for like, I wonder if cheating had anything to do with it. You know, Monique had already came out several times talking about, we not getting divorced. We staying together for sure. We both in the counseling, this, that, and the third. When they were on Real Housewives of Potomac, child, I was like, they getting a divorce. It ain't gonna last. I wonder how much of his mama calling her a hussy now. I bet you the mama done let the tongue loose now, but she used to turn Monique up on Real Housewives of Potomac. I did not watch Love and Marriage, so I don't know what was going on there. But rumors started flying that they were getting a divorce and they were getting separated when they were on that show, which they vehemently denied. And now we come to find out it's true. And Monique did a video saying, y'all knew it was true. It was no secret. People saw the way that we argued. They knew that it was coming. It's that and third, right? Now, they don't have legal separation in the state of Maryland. There's no such thing. So, if one of them decided to start dating another person, the state of Maryland considers that an infidelity because they're not legally divorced at this time. The only reasons why you could get an absolute divorce in the state of Maryland is, one, it has to be a mutual agreement. Two, there must have been some type of infidelity. Three, one of the parties got locked up for a crime. What was the fourth one? What was the fourth one? I'll write it down. Imprisonment for a crime. Oh, insanity. Those are the only 4 reasons the state of Maryland would grant you an absolute divorce. So, if Chris is not agreeing to it, the mutual consent, then they're not going to get divorced unless infidelity happened, because neither one of them are in jail, or neither one of them ain't claiming insanity either. Now, remember on Real Housewives of Potomac, there was a rumor that he was supposed to have this secret love child out there. And Monique killed that rumor quick. But is it possible that rumor is true? It's possible. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really dig deeply into Chris Sanders because he wasn't somebody that was really interesting for the most part. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. He was somebody that was interesting. So we gonna see what's gonna happen with this case for Monique and Chris when they divorce, and see if it gets finalized without any other big issues. I do believe that they had prenup. I'm not sure. I think she mentioned it before on Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all let me know if y'all know. Okay, next, moving on. Lil Boosie. I told y'all I was gonna give y'all an update on him. Okay, so I reported last week that he left the San Diego court on a state gun charge and got picked up by the feds. I didn't know at the time what the case was. Well, apparently it's multiple gun charges for the federal. Here we go with social media again, getting y'all motherfuckers in trouble. Lil Boosie was on IG, flossing and showboating, had a gun. He had tucked his gun in his waistband. It was clearly visible on there. And the feds say, what you doing with that? You convicted felon. Convicted felons are not supposed to have guns, carry guns, own guns, none of that. And because there have been multiple instances, they said, got him, we gonna get your ass, right? Now, the prosecutors did not want him to get bail. He was first, they asked for bail, it was first rejected. They submitted in a second request for bail, and this time the judge did grant it. He has a $50,000 bond to pay in order, and once he pays that, he'll be released. There's no date yet saying when he's gonna be released or if it has been paid. But we do know that he was, I still don't know how he's able to tweet in IG, you know, at this particular time, because he posted up on Instagram that he trying to sell his doggone Rolls Royce truck for $240,000 cash. DM him if you want to buy it. How is Lil Boosie continuously posting from Twitter and Instagram? Now, somebody else said it's probably somebody from his team, when we talked about it in the live last night, that's probably doing this for him. That seems strange as hell. You would think somebody from his team would probably start a GoFundMe, not try to sell his truck and to DM him for the sale of this doggone truck. His team, as far as I know, can't sell the truck for him unless he gave them power of attorney. I don't know. So, but yeah, that's found that strange as hell that he's still tweeting and IGing from jail because he ain't been released out on bond yet. Tyler Perry is also being sued, child. Now, y'all know he just became the first black person to own 2 major networks, one being BET, the other being VH1. And now he being sued, or he, back on June 13th is the date that it came about. This gospel singer named Bertha, what is Bertha's last name? Bertha James. had put out this gospel song back in 1950. And y'all know it. You know, y'all know how good God been to me. I came to praise his name, that song. Everybody black say, you don't know how God been good. God been so good to me and things like that. We say that all these terms forever. We say them so long, we don't even know where the fuck they come from. You know what I'm saying? That's how long we've been saying them. Well, in Medea Goes to Jail, apparently Medea supposedly quoted a line from the damn song, and the estate of Bertha, because Bertha dead, is suing Tyler Perry for copyright infringement. Now, I told y'all also last night in the live, The Blackening, the movie that I told y'all to go see. Why y'all ain't went to go see it yet? They were being sued as well. Their lawsuit was for copyright infringement of the video of the board game called Black Card Revoked. The creators of the game are saying that the questions they have in the game was used in the movie, and they were actually went to court prior to the movie's release because they tried to get a temporary restraining order so they could delay the release of the movie. The courts threw that out and denied them their temporary restraining order, which allowed the movie to come out on the 16th. And I saw it and laughed my ass off, child. I saw it and laughed my ass off. Ashley Miller did a detailed recap on the movie, and in her recap, she was saying that that some of the movie came from a skit that they did on Comedy Central years ago, and those questions were on that skit. So it begs me to question why they waited until this movie came out to protest instead of protesting when it was on Comedy Central. I mean, because we use the term Black Card Revoked all the time. I use the term all the time, and a lot of the questions is basically just typical black trivia. What's the second verse of Lift Every Voice? What does the red, black, and green mean? You know, things of that nature, something like that. That's stuff that people ask all the time. But yeah, the judge threw that out, so the movie was able to go forth. You know, people are mad as hell. The two woke people, I was like, this movie just racist, this movie, this. If you really went to go see the fucking movie, you would realize how woke this movie really is. Plain and simple. Okay. Anywho, child, that's the end of PNTV. I'm at work. I'm late as fuck. It's already 8:25. Oh, I hope my boss don't say shit to me. I would appreciate if he did, so I can get through this work day and go home. My uncle is coming in town. He's visiting Destin, Florida with his girlfriend. He's supposed to swing by before they head back to St. Louis. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll get my uncle on camera. We'll see. I will talk to y'all in another video. Just a reminder, Love and Marriage Detroit starts on Saturday. So, I'm not sure what day I'm going to actually post the video, the recap up. But be there for that, child. Be there for that. Talk to y'all again later. Peace.